What's up, Columbus? I'm food scientist Matt Teagarden here with 614 TV, exploring the best food and drinks our city has to offer. This month on 614 TV's Tasting Columbus, we're hitting up Tommy's Diner in Franklinton, Meatball Mafia in Hilliard, High Bank Distillery in Grandview, and What the Waffle in the Lincoln District. From caviar to a strawberry milkshake, you don't want to miss even one delicious second. So bring your appetite and your adventurous spirit and join me for 614 TV's Tasting Columbus. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, meatballs. We might be here at the Hilliard Center Market, but Meatball Mafia has its roots deeply planted in the lore of Youngstown, Ohio's history and organized crime. Located inside the Crooked Can Brewery, Meatball Mafia brings its Italian pride to the greater Columbus area with Meatball Bowls, subs, pizza, and of course, bullet holes. We're here to get the lowdown on this hearty restaurant and the two brothers who built it. I'm food scientist Matt Teagarden, and this is Tasting Columbus.
When I come here, I always get the Briar Hill pizza. It's really unique. I've never really had it anywhere else. It's delicious.
I'm here with the man behind the meatballs, Robert Della Quadri. Robert, thanks so much for having us out here today.
Thanks for coming out.
Here in the Hilliard Center Street Market, how'd you get from food truck to here?
We won Food Truck Fest in 2018. One of the owners of the market's children had our food at the festival. They were looking for people who had been used to cooking in small spaces.
We have to point out, the food truck has not gone away.
Nope, sitting in my driveway acting like a billboard, driving my wife crazy.
You ever take that baby for a joyride?
Nope, it's a diesel engine, she needs her sleep.
Me too. I think I have a diesel engine. So tell me a little bit about the Mafia theme. Where does that come from?
Youngstown has a history with the Mafia, it being halfway between New York and Chicago and some other places. Martin Scorsese even shouted Youngstown out at the last scene of Goodfellas.
Well, Robert, I think we're gonna be cooking a little bit together today, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let's get in the kitchen. All right, Robert, I see a vat of meatballs there with my name on it. Tell me a little bit about the Meatball Bowl.
So first step is you're gonna take the bowl. We're gonna grab 3 of these awesome all-beef meatballs.
When you think about it, meat's like really mostly moisture.
Absolutely. And that's one of the difficulties with making meatballs for your business every day is that sometimes the meat you get is different moisture levels.
Got to think on your meat. All right, so we got the meatballs in the bowl. What's next?
Now we're gonna cheese it. Once we have our meatballs and sauce in there, we're gonna take this nice 5-blend cheese and we're gonna put a little scoop of ricotta.
Love it.
And that's a meatball bowl.
Nothing I love more than a bowl full of meatballs. First off, I love how the cheese is all melty on top. It just looks so appetizing. All right, I'm going in. Gonna get a little bit of ricotta on there.
Yeah? Mute, I like this.
These meatballs are spectacular. They're so tender and moist, and I love the freshness of the ricotta cheese with the mozzarella, and that Parmesan that you add in there gives them a little bit of sharpness, a little packed flavor in there. But I love that you serve it with Italian bread as well.
Gotta have some bread.
Yeah, gotta have some bread, because how else are you gonna get every last bit of that amazing sauce? This is good, but now I'm in the mood for some pizza.
You ready for pizza now?
I'm ready for pizza.
Let's get to making pizza.
We are here with some nice looking pizza dough, I gotta say.
Yeah, this is a high yeast dough, so it proofs really good. These have been proofing overnight. They're all ready for us to pinch the crust. So we do that because it changes the gluten and then it gives the crust a little more density and texture.
Overnight, right, your yeast have made all that carbon dioxide. It's infused into the dough. That gluten helps hold that dough together and hold the air in. And when you squish that crust down, you're compacting the gluten, so you're gonna get that denser crust that you're looking for.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you. We do it, pinch it like a pie crust. You're gonna just go around the edge.
It's like a race. He's so fast.
We could race.
Witcha. Okay.
So now we're gonna go and we're gonna put crushed meatballs and sauce on. That's gonna be our base.
All right, Robert, we got this meaty sauce on our pizzas. What's next?
Now we're gonna cheese it, and then we're gonna put some crumbled DeRusso sausage on it, and then we're gonna put the house hot peppers and oil on it.
And this pizza is called the Vindicator.
Yeah, so the Vindicator is the Youngstown newspaper. It's spent a long time reporting on mafia stuff.
On Meatball Mafias?
Yeah, a little bit. This is a 5-blend.
Is this like an Italian sausage?
Yep, and it's a medium hot. They also make sweet and hot, but I always like the medium.
Good middle ground.
Now we're gonna do the house hot peppers and oil. This is a total Youngstown thing. Everybody's grandma in Youngstown has this in the fridge at all times.
I gotta get to Youngstown.
Yeah, you do. All right, you ready to go in?
Up for the oven?
Yep.
Let's do it.
So Robert, you've made me a pizza I can't refuse.
Let's cut into this.
All right.
Wouldn't want to be that pizza. Let's get in there. Oh, hefty boy. That is some A+ pizza, man.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. What do you think of the peppers?
The peppers add just the right amount of spice.
All right.
I could even have more. I love spice. I love the meatiness of that sauce.
Yeah.
You can taste that Youngstown pride.
I've been coming here since they started back in June or July. Their food's always been filling, got a nice bite to it, keeps me coming back.
Robert, it is sandwich time. Walk me through how to make this sub.
What we're gonna start with is a locally made Aldino's Italian torpedo roll. We're gonna pop in some of that cheese, ricotta cheese, and we're gonna squirt it on the side here.
Okay.
A little bit of messy stuff. And then we're gonna add meatballs and grilled pepperoni, and then we're gonna come right back here and cheese it up and finish it off.
I mean, look at that. You guys do not skimp. All that sauce, all that meat.
We got more of our 5 blend cheese on here.
Look at that technique. It almost looks like a burrito, to be honest.
That's what I was going for.
Mamma mia, what a sub! Moment of truth.
All right.
This is amazing.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that.
It's so delicious. Of course, I love the meatballs. We've already established that. But the sauce and on this wonderful bread, the way it soaks into the bread and really imparts the flavor through the whole sandwich, it's perfect. And the cheese, 5 blend. Robert, thank you so much for showing us some Youngstown pride today. I love everything that you're doing here. The food is incredible.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming and supporting your local mafia.
I had no choice. I owe you a favor.
Checks in the mail.
Oh, did somebody say caviar? What the Waffle is serving up sweet and savory dishes in the Lincoln District. See what's making it so popular. Stay tuned.
I predict a $50 gift card to the Whitney House is in your future. Say yes to an appointment with us and see our one-of-a-kind engagement rings and wedding bands. Buy one, get one half off through March 31st. We work with every budget. Financing is available. I predict you'll book your appointment now.
What the Waffle has its roots in pop-up cuisine, finally landing a brick-and-mortar location in the art and culture hub of the King Lincoln District. Run by Gail Troy, this social enterprise helps young women aging out of the foster care system develop work skills. Today, we get to taste some of Gail's finest dishes, from the sweet potato muffin with shrimp and grits to the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. On what else? A waffle. Let's eat.
I love it here. I come every day. Saturday, I get a stack in the Waddy. Sunday, I get a stack in What the Benny. And sometimes I sneak back in and get another stack. They're that good.
I am here with Waffle Wonder Woman, Gail Troy. Gail, thank you so much for bringing us to What the Waffle today.
Thanks for having me, you guys. We are so excited to share our brunch menu.
I have to ask, why waffles?
Why not waffles? I like to say waffles are pancakes with abs.
Will they give me abs?
You'll have a 36-pack.
Tell me a little bit about the brick and mortar location. How did you get here?
We originally started in a shared space at Old Town East. And I had a girlfriend that came in and said, hey, there's a location over here on Long Street, King Lincoln District, African-American community with rich history. What do you think about being over there? Here we are today.
Now, you describe this as a social enterprise. Why do you call it a social enterprise?
I have a passion for young ladies who are aging out of foster care. And I believe it's important that every female have a mother presence in their life. I have a phenomenal young lady who's been with me, and you'll get to meet her since she was 17.
It's not just about food here.
Oh no, food is a bonus. What the Waffle is about, transforming lives so these young ladies can reach their full potential.
I love that mission, but I also love to eat. I think we're gonna make a few waffles today.
Well, let's get started.
All right, Gail, you got me all suited up, and we're about to make What the Benny. Tell me a little bit about it.
Bree, who you'll meet later, makes the herb waffle.
So it's a savory waffle.
That's how you start off making this dish. While that waffle is baking in the waffle iron, I'll get started with the breakfast potatoes. And I pre-cook those in the morning with olive oil, garlic pepper, garlic sauce, some other herbs. By then, the herb waffle is ready to plate. Also, early in the morning, I bake our salmon. So that's drenched in butter with some special herbs that we put on there. And I like to use the skin on the salmon to keep that salmon moist. I'll place that succulent salmon on top of the herb waffle.
Succulent. I like how you describe it.
Then we'll poach an egg.
What is the secret to getting the perfect poached egg?
Get the water to a rapid boil. Gently drop your egg into the boiling water. Take a spoon and do a whirlpool effect in the center of the pot. That brings the white to cover the egg yolk, so you'll have a nice rounded out poached egg. And we'll top that with caviar. You need a little acid in there to balance out. You have an arugula salad that's tossed in a Dijon mustard vinaigrette. And all this is made in-house.
I have a feeling I am going to feel rich while this dish tastes rich. I'm sure you get this a lot, but I gotta ask, what the waffle? I mean, come on! Where do I even start?
I would recommend you start with the poached egg.
Going in. Gail. That's luxury. Luxury. I love the burst of saltiness from the caviar. I love the richness of the egg yolk, the waffle. The flavor of that with the garlic and herb is so good. It's not overly sweet. Sometimes people like to dip their potatoes in ketchup or something, but you don't need it because you have that hollandaise sauce. You have the egg yolk. This is a breakfast of kings and queens. All right, I've had your salmon, but I think it's time for some shrimp.
Let's do it.
I get the shrimp and grits. The shrimp is delicious. The grits are delightful. The whole meal is determined to make my day.
We're about to make shrimp and grits. Walk me through it.
First, we start with our stone ground grits. We have to continually stir because if they're heavy, will settle at the bottom of the pot. We incorporate about a half a pound of butter.
Oh, that's it.
Just a little bit of butter. We add some American cheese. From there, we add aged sharp cheddar cheese. And that gives it just a little bite. We put together our shrimp, which we just toss a little in some Old Bay, just a little. You don't want to overpower all the other flavors that's coming together in the dish. And we saute that in some olive oil. Olive oil is a good fat. And you know when your shrimp is ready to turn, when it becomes a little opaque and pink, and you'll see that in the tails. We add our andouille sausage. Andouille sausage is a sausage that has a lot of spices and herbs cured in a totally different way to ensure that those spices are locked into the casing. We top that off with a drizzle of our savory tomato broth.
I might want to take a nap after it, but it sounds so filling and delicious. Gail, this is a thing of beauty. I love a dish that's a little interactive too. I get in there and pull the tail off the shrimp myself.
Yeah, you're allowed to play with your food.
That Old Bay gives a little bit of salt and a little bit of spice to that shrimp, like butter, because there's a lot of butter. That sharp cheddar cheese gives it a nice flavor that really cuts through some of the richness of that butter. You also have this andouille sausage and bacon, and the texture is just so good. I could eat this all day, but I know I have to save room for your famous bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on a waffle. I'm gonna go meet up with Bree. I'm here with Bree Brown, and she's gonna show us how to make the famous bacon, egg, and cheese.
The BEC. I start with the waffle first, which takes about 3 minutes to make.
What do you do to cook the egg?
Get an egg ring. I chop the yolk, so then it makes it easier for me to cut it.
A hard fried egg.
Yes. The bacon, which is hickory smoked bacon, we cook it every morning. I set the waffle down on a tray. We put the cheddar down, let the cheddar start to melt. I set the egg and then I set the bacon down. It takes about 4 minutes to get the whole sandwich done.
Here it is, the BEC. I think the B stands for big, because this is a giant sandwich. I'm going in. There is something so simple about a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I can see why this is one of your best sellers. Thank you so much for showing me how to make this. It's delicious.
Hope to see you guys again.
Oh, you will.
I was the first customer when they reopened here at this location. I just feel so welcomed here. Simply waking up on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning to come here for brunch is something I look forward to on a weekly basis. And I love the sweet potato muffins. There's nothing like the sweet potato muffins.
Gail, thank you so much for having us out here today.
Don't forget your sweet potato muffin.
Ooh, yes. Like everything else, this is delicious.
Awesome.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
Up next, it's a classic strawberry milkshake at Tommy's Diner in Franklinton, and you'll want to see the crispy chicken romano in all its glory. Stay tuned.
I created my waffles around my son and my family's needs, but they had to be delicious, and I didn't stop changing my recipe until I had perfected it. I want people to feel really good about what they're eating when they enjoy a Locust Point waffle. Love breakfast again with Locust Point waffles.
For over 30 years, Tommy's Diner has been a staple of the Franklinton community. Started by Greek immigrant Tom Pappas and his wife, Kathy, this family-run gem on Columbus's west side is now run by their son, Michael. And today, we get to taste some classic American favorites. Let's keep eating, Columbus. Come on. I'm here with the proud owner of Tommy's Diner, Michael Pappas. Thanks so much for having us here today.
Thanks for coming.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like taking over for your parents, continuing their legacy.
You know, my dad, he's like the front of the house. He's the personality. My mom is the back of the house. I have to be the best of both worlds, so it's like, it's a little bit harder work. We're out here every single day. You know what I mean? It's not like you just own a restaurant and you never go in. We're always here, so we're always talking to people, and you just build a lot of like good relationships that way.
This is where I make friends. This is all my friends coming here. You know what I mean? The people I love, the people I know.
This is the place to be. But here we have a couple of dishes prepared, and I think I'm even gonna cook with you.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right.
I've been coming here for 25 years. We were wondering where we get married. And she said, why not Tommy's?
This was our favorite place to come.
Welcome to Cooking with John Stamos. I'm kidding, it's Michael. We're in the kitchen here at Tommy's Diner, about to make the big breakfast.
The bread is locally sourced, Stan Evans Bakery in Grandview. You ever cook in a restaurant?
I have not.
It's super easy.
More of a front of a house
Super
guy.
easy. So you're gonna do your home fries, your French toast, your pancakes. Over there's your eggs.
Just like my stove at home.
House-made French toast mix. Take the bread, fully submerge it, put it right on the grill. Go ahead, give it a shot.
That sizzle, how's that?
Perfect. Home fries.
I like to have them crispy as possible.
Crispy, you're that guy, okay.
A little high maintenance.
When you're cooking breakfast, timing's everything. So we gotta wait a minute. French toast, we gotta get, see how, that's perfect.
Woo!
That's perfect.
Now do mine.
Beautiful, man, yours looks better.
I'm not saying it's better, yeah.
Eggs time. You know how to break an egg?
I mean, I think I do, but
Give it a
the
shot.
way you asked that, I'm not sure.
Give it a shot.
Ready?
Right there, right there. You're like a pro, man. You're a pro. Do the one.
Oh God, get ready.
No pressure. No. No, other side. Dominant way. And just roll it. You don't have to pick it all the way up. See how easy it is?
I have flipped an egg before, I promise.
Okay, stuffed French toast. Just so it's a little bit healthy, we're gonna throw some strawberries right on top. Little whipped cream, stuffed French toast.
Stuffed French toast.
This goes in the window.
Ding. Ooh.
And the bacon, it's gonna be nice. Look at this. Amateur move, and that's your egg, so I blame you. You see how it busted? But that's the big breakfast.
You got your like sweet plate, your savory plate. It's hard to tell where to start, but of course I'm gonna start here with the sweet. Dessert before dinner, that's what I always say.
Get a little bit of everything in there.
Get that whipped cream, get that cream cheese filling.
This is where I just watch people eat. It's the other part of my job.
That's amazing.
You don't even need syrup with that.
No, you don't. So sweet and delicious. Nice vanilla flavor in there too. The strawberry gives it that freshness.
Yep.
And that French toast, I mean, I love French toast.
Yeah, it's great.
Sometimes when I eat savory bits, I like to eat everything in one bite. A little bit of potato. That one has a lot of cheese, nothing wrong with that. Get a little bit of egg.
A little piece of bacon. Yeah,
I mean,
nice and crispy.
I love it nice and crispy. That's breakfast.
Not bad.
That's breakfast. I'm gonna keep eating on this, but I know we're also trying your chicken romano.
And a milkshake.
And a milkshake. We are in a different part of the kitchen, scene change, making chicken romano.
You can only get it on Mondays, and it always sells out fairly quickly.
Let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. We have chicken, panko breading, and some romano cheese. I'm gonna drop it right in the pan there. Now, if you can open that cooler, you see those veggies right there? Just put it right in there. This is more of a garnish just to put on the plate, give it a little color. Red peppers, red onions, zucchini. Back here, we have some salt and pepper. We're just gonna sprinkle it on top.
It's like almost a salt bae, but
Yeah,
not really.
I watch a lot of YouTube, so. Spaghetti, gonna drop into some hot water. Grab a plate. This is where we get interactive. This is romano sauce.
Yum.
We're gonna go right in the middle there.
Okay.
Bring your plate over. Just gonna rotate it around. You wanna cover the whole plate.
How's that?
Perfect, perfect. Nice golden brown on top. Give it a little shake.
I can do this one.
Don't make a mess. You made a mess.
I can cook.
Grab the spaghetti. Go right in the middle. Just gonna twist.
Two-handed. I can do that. Are you ready?
Spin it.
Spin it. Spin it. Let
Like
go.
a little tornado. Perfect. With the veggies here. There was more when we started.
No, that's what we started with, please.
Get that right on top. Chicken romano. Just like that.
We're gonna try that in a minute, but first, you gotta make a milkshake.
I have I've been coming here for probably 13 plus years. It's a fun family restaurant. They have good variety. They have daily specials, and it's just a good place to come.
We are diving into our final dish here, the chicken romano and that milkshake. I can't wait to get in there.
The moment of truth.
What do you think, guys? Is this gonna taste good? That happens every time I eat. Let's taste this chicken. I can already tell that it's crispy. The sauce is so nice. I want to get some of that pasta, and I'm gonna come back for the vegetables because I don't have enough room on my fork. That is incredible.
I got lucky.
I love the crust on the chicken, that contrast in texture, the crispy texture on the outside with the chicken that's moist and nice on the inside. That pasta is a great touch, and those vegetables are killer. So here we are, the strawberry milkshake. The perfect complement to a perfect chicken.
I don't make those often, so you're actually kind of lucky.
Oh yeah,
You're welcome.
No, great milkshake. Thank you so much for having us here today. I loved coming here, trying all your amazing food, meeting your amazing guests. I can't wait to come back.
Thanks for coming, we appreciate it.
Up next, it's not your average salad at High Bank Distillery in Grandview. Also, we light stuff on fire. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it.
There's a certain pride and ownership when creating your own piece. In some of the classes, you're able to leave with a piece of furniture or art and actually take it home with you. And it's very satisfying having that tangible object that you put so much time in that you're able to cherish for years to come.
Columbus is a city steeped in rich and vibrant history, and High Bank Distillery, located in Grandview, tries to capture that history in every product. Whiskey Wars, blended right here, alludes to Westerville's role in Prohibition. And the name High Bank, that actually comes from the fact that Columbus was originally founded on the high bank of the Olentangy and Scioto River Fork. But the best story you'll find here is in the elevated casual cuisine. From a smoking good cocktail to a spicy chicken sandwich that'll make your mouth water, this is the place to be.
So I'm a big beer guy. I love the draft list here. Every time I come in, I try something new. Today I tried the High Bank Deluxe Burger. I love the brioche bun and the secret sauce.
I'm here in the distillery with my spirit brothers, Adam and Jordan. Guys, thanks so much for having us out today.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
A lot of your drinks and even the name of your distillery is named after historical Columbus facts. Tell me a little bit about why you are so interested in Columbus history.
We love the city of Columbus. We're really passionate about representing it well, and Adam happens to be a great storyteller.
For me, it's all about what story can we tell. We wanted to be something that could still be revolved around the city of Columbus, but not hit you over the head with it.
The history is great, but why start a whole distillery? This place is massive.
Columbus is blessed with tons of great breweries, and we had a handful of distilleries, but we felt like there's a bit of a gap in the market that we could help fill and bring more local spirit options to the city of Columbus.
You describe the food as elevated yet casual. I would describe it as delicious. What's the story behind that?
We're really passionate about creating food and beverages that have a sense of approachability, some familiarity with them. We're also just as passionate about elevating everything that we do here at High Bank.
It's an uncompromised approach. That's what we always say internally here.
I'm ready to approach some of your food. I think we're gonna try the harvest salad first. I'm here in the kitchen of High Bank with Chef Corey Wendell. Chef, I hear we're going to be making the harvest salad today.
First thing I'm gonna do is get my mixture of greens.
I love the color of that.
So next we're gonna start to toss in our other ingredients, our roasted beets, crumbled blue cheese in here as well, roasted heirloom carrots right here. So we roast these and then we cool them down so they still have a little bit of crunch to them. Pumpkin seeds right here that are spiced, toss them in a little maple syrup, some cayenne, nutmeg, and cinnamon, dried cherries. It kind of has like a red wine flavor to it to me. Here's our vinaigrette, pomegranate molasses vinaigrette. Put a little bit of that on there, and we're just gonna kind of toss it.
We also kind of match today.
Today we're gonna top this one with a nice seared piece of salmon, so we can go ahead and do that next. All right, here's the fun part.
Hello, beautiful. That's a nice cut of salmon.
Liberally season it with some salt and pepper. Gonna place it presentation side down, cover it up, let that go for a few minutes.
So much waiting. All right, let's plate this baby up.
This is the easy part, is just putting it in the bowl now.
But you do it with such pizzazz.
Salmon right there at the top.
Look at that. You gonna dig in? First off, I can tell that this salmon is perfectly cooked. Getting into the salad, there's so many layers of texture. I can feel it with my fork. Honestly, it's kind of blowing my mind that a salad can be this good. The sharpness of the blue cheese, the sweetness of the carrots, the sweetness of the dried cherries really cut through the acidity of the vinaigrette that's also just coats the whole salad the perfect mixture. We've had our health food, and I know we're gonna dive into that spicy chicken sandwich, but we're also gonna be having some Brussels sprouts, and I have to geek out a little bit because we just had kale in the salad. Kale and Brussels sprouts are actually the same species, they're just a different breed. They're both Brassica oleracea. Let's get in there, let's try these Brussels sprouts and the spicy chicken sandwich.
All right, let's get to it. Here, what I have are butterfly chicken breasts. They've been marinating overnight in some buttermilk, a little bit of hot sauce, and some egg wash. So I like to get them coated in some seasoned flour, and then I'm gonna go back into some of that marinade, back into the flour. I'm gonna drop my basket, and then I'm just gonna swim it. Gonna go for about 7 minutes or so until it's 165 degrees to the center. This is just when I like to toast the bun, so we'll just throw this on the grill. Gonna let them drain off a little bit. Gonna take it out. Gonna add our dry spice. This is a mixture of like arbol chilies, morita chilies, and cayenne. And you can make this as spicy as you want it. Now we're just going to get our bun we've been toasting to apply some mayonnaise to both sides. Gonna put our pickles on here that we make in-house. Gonna add the breast to it. Give it a little pick.
That's a big sandwich. Let's get into those Brussels sprouts. Chef, this looks incredible, and I think I'm gonna go eat this with Jordan.
I come here a lot, so the food's pretty dope. I usually get the spicy chicken sandwich. Whatever that sauce is and that mayonnaise, I don't know what it is, but it's delicious.
Jordan, I am having a great time here today. Chef Corey did an amazing job preparing this dish for me. I can't wait to dive in. And these Brussels sprouts are pretty popular, right?
#1 best-selling appetizer we have. We're really proud of them.
They taste incredible. I love the crunchiness of these shoestring sweet potatoes.
Definitely.
I want to make them like this. I think it's time for me to dive into this massive sandwich. What do you think, guys? Is this gonna burn my mouth off? Am I gonna love it? Yeah! All right, I'm going in. On the heat scale, I'd rate this 4 out of 10 on heat, so it's not too spicy, because you just enough spice to really enjoy the flavor of those peppers. That chicken, since you butterflied it, it's so moist. The tartness of the pickles.
Duke's mayonnaise definitely brings it all home.
It really does. You know what I think would go perfectly with this? A cocktail. I'm gonna head over to the bar. I have had some incredible food here today, but I am ready for a nightcap, and my man Riley Reese is here to make me one. Riley, what are we tasting today?
A smoked old fashioned. Start with whiskey war, of course. About a full 2 ounces of bourbon.
So it's gonna be a little boozy.
A couple dashes of Angostura bitters, Demerara syrup. Go ahead and throw Big Rock in there. Here we have some Jack Daniel's hickory chips. Hit it with a butane torch, get it nice and hot.
Wood actually has a lot of flavor. It's just kind of trapped, and when you combust it, when you burn it like this, you release a lot of those flavor molecules.
The reason why we prepare an old fashioned in a tumbler like this, that way we can trap the smoke inside. And as we flip it over.
This is gonna be a reveal, y'all. You know, as I lift it up to my nose even, I smell that smoke mixed with the citrus. Sometimes old fashions can be so sweet, but this one is really booze forward, which I like that a lot. Bitters play well, and that smoke is subtle. It doesn't overpower, but it adds that little bit of extra flavor that you really want in a great cocktail. This is the perfect way to end my time here at High Bank. Thanks to the whole crew. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Don't worry, we'll be back with more to explore. Join us next month on Tasting Columbus. Oh, marron.
Madon.
Marron. Oh, marron. Was that too fake?
I shorted it. I feel like we should do that
So
again.
he doesn't do everything perfectly.
No, that was not.